Hey guys, sorry I'm looking a little rough. I'm doing a million things. I'm doing workout videos, which I just finished doing, so of course my hair is not done. I'm sweated out. Tacky shirt, of course. In the background you see a lot of things going on my counter. I am preparing for a barbecue. I just finished seasoning up some chicken and some steak and some ribs. So I was actually doing a video as I was doing everything, and I don't know, my computer just shut off, video gone. So here I am again, and it's good because I was talking a lot, as I'm starting to do now. I just want to show you how to do some makeup, some simple makeup. A lot of videos I see, they're piling on 10 pounds of makeup, which is fine. I mean, whatever rocks your boat, as long as you look fierce, I'm not mad at you. But it doesn't work for me. As you can see, I have breakouts and marks on my face from putting on makeup, and I just, I'm against foundation now, because it doesn't matter what kind of foundation I use, it just does not work for me. But I want to show you how to do an everyday look. Because to show you how to do a dramatic look, it's just not, okay, copy me and do it. It's something you have to actually practice. So let's put some practice in just looking natural. This is if you just want to cover problem areas and make your freaking skin pop. I also want to, point out some other problems. So I do have eczema. So you'll notice that I have... I shouldn't make those faces, but you notice that I have darkness around my mouth. Now it has nothing to do with my mustache. That's the mustache. But here I have the eczema problems. And for you ladies, if you have mustache problems, go bleach it. Period. Bleach or wax is never that serious. You leave it there and you're happy with it. But if you have the mustache and the eczema around your mouth, you look like you have the whole goatee thing, and it makes you upset, right? I know. You don't. The worst thing to do is put makeup over it, because it's just going to make the eczema get darker and darker and darker and darker. So what I do is I pay it no freaking attention. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes it does, but literally you just have to do your regimen. Putting makeup over eczema is not going to help at all. So right now, it's bad, but it's not that bad. It doesn't give me that real bad look. I would say put a lot of Vaseline if you must. Vaseline, and then a powder foundation over it, if you have to have that coverage. Me right now, my skin does get darker than this, but right now I'm just gonna say forget it. So here I have my concealer, which is NW45 and C50. I have MAC makeup NW45. If you look at my skin, I also want to tell you guys about this, because a lot of videos, they just pull out makeup. They don't give you really enough information. So if you look at my skin, camera's kind of bad, but I can see it here. You see that this is dark, then it's light. You can see the line, or you can see the transition. Light, dark. Light, dark. It's dark right here, then it gets light right here, and then it goes dark. I have my own contour. God just, put his brush on me real quick. I don't have the contour, but I still do. But I have a dark spot right here, and it's dark right here. But I just want you to realize the different colors on my face. Now, look at the colors on your face and see if you have mismatched colors. Now, what you want to focus on is here. This is what you want to focus on. If you focus on the outer, you may mess up. Because the outer, you can always contour, meaning it's going to be a shade darker. The middle is your highlights. You want to highlight your T-zones, right? So when you're putting on makeup, when you don't want to do any of that highlight, contour, anything, what color are you going to go with? Are you going to go with this color, this color. What color are you going to go with? I must tell you, go with the color closest to your eye. Of course, this color here just shows tiredness. But then this color is your skin color. I guarantee you, if I go with the color that's down here, which is my darker color, and I cover my whole face, I will look ridiculous. Now, what happens is, when you go to these makeup stores, what do? They test it. They're like, okay, we got to match your skin. And then they go right here to match your skin. Meanwhile, the brightest, some people, if you're like me, the brightest part of your face is in the middle of your face. So now if I take this dark color and go over, I'm going to look crazy. Under the eye. Under the eye. I know this is dry. I don't know about you guys. You find your dry spots, you put your primer. And primer is mainly where you're going to apply your makeup. Okay? So now we have that set. So now I'm going to use my concealer once again. This is MAC Concealer in W45 NC50. When I was telling you about the colors, they gave me, my foundation is NC50.
Right, so I've been doing research to see if we could create.
So I feel like I'm actually an NW45, but I like that it comes with the NC50 as well, because like I said, that MAC makeup works wonders here at the bottom of my face because it matches. But as you get closer, it makes it flat. So if you want to use it as a contour, that's great. I also have the MAC palette. I cannot find unless I go to like an actual MAC store, and now I'm like in the DMV area, so I'm not in New York, so I can't like just hop, skip, and jump to any store that I want. So yeah, and my palette is beat to the pan. I use it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Actually, I'm going to use this light color. So this has NC50 and NW45, which are the colors that I use. And it has NC45 and W55. Okay. Then it has Orchard and Pure Orange. I'm thinking this is an Orchard. So I'm going to use that under my eyes. Because even though we're doing a natural look, I still want to contour. I still want to highlight. And you want to get it as close to the lash line as possible. Just because you want to get rid of that darkness under there. Now when you put on something light as this, then you see how dark I am. You're like, oh, you're not light skin. Of course not. I'm brown skin. So. Now, ladies, I think for us brown skin girls, just highlight. Because you can use your own skin color as your natural contour. So anyways. So ladies, this is probably the most makeup you're going to put on. Okay? Right under your eye. That's it. Trust me. Now, I know you like, wait, what? That's what we're going to do? What about all of here? And then this, and then that, and then how is that supposed to go with this? Don't worry. I told you we're going to look natural. We're going to look natural. So after we highlight with our Orchard from our MAC palette, and we make sure it's blended out nicely with our brush from MAC. This is a 159 brush. See. Okay. Now what we're going to do is highlighting with this color, right? We should, right? I don't know. Should we? Let's continue highlighting with this color. So, because obviously, you look here, and it's crazy because it blends with my nose. It looks as if I put it on my nose, and you was watching me. I didn't put it on my nose. And then we already see our natural contour lines right here, which I should probably touch base on now. And I know I did not bring out the right brush, and I'm glad that there was a Q-tip in there. Sometimes you got to do other things. Now I have an e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette. This is the dark one. and then I have the light one. So I have both of them. I don't use the light colors too much because they don't have like an undertone. My undertone is yellow, so I like to use the highlighter from the highlight concealer from MAC because it has the undertone in it. And unlike their concealers, because they do have undertones, period. With e.l.f., it's like it doesn't have undertones, so this is really for lighter skins. The only time I would really put it on my skin is for like a dramatic look or a nighttime look. So I would probably put this under my eyes a little bit, and then put it would be a little bit more going on, and then you wouldn't notice this too much. This is really to really blotch out things. Like if I wanted to blotch this out, I would put one of these highlighting colors, and then I would still go over it with a MAC concealer. But I don't feel like I need to do that, especially since I'm not going to put a foundation on. This is if you're going to put foundation. Like, remember when I first put on the foundation, you can still see the marks through there. If you were to put on one of these bland concealers, it does not have an undertone, and you put it on prior to putting on the foundation, it would come out lighter. And if you still seen the mark after you put on the e.l.f. lighter concealer and your foundation, then you will go over it with your color foundation. You don't want to go in with the lighter one because then it's going to look crazy. That's why you try to white it out. This is like used as an eraser. You erase it, you put on your foundation. If you still notice the mark, cover it with your color. I'll do another video, something like that, so you can see. But I just want to let you know as I'm going. So, right. So I was going to continue highlighting. Let me continue highlighting with my Orchard. I'm going to use my Q-tip that I found because I don't feel like running back in the room for my brush. I wasn't, like I said, I wanted to keep it simple, but these are some things we have to do. I would have just marked out some, you know, just did this one, two, and then blah, 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 and say, hey, I'm done natural makeup. But I know I do have to do a little bit more. So highlighting is important for us brown skin girls. We cannot contour. We'll have to let our natural skin color contour. So I'm going to show you guys that. So we put a little of the concealer on to the Q-tip. We draw a line. Do it again. You hear in the background, I'm watching Dr. Oz. I love him. I love. Whatever I miss, I will play this back and listen to it in the background. Like, what did he say? So. Okay. And I conceal here.
Q-tip in there, you push that wax all the way in against the eardrum. Doesn't it hurt you sometimes? No. Gets it all out? Well, I don't know all out there. That's it. I worked in there afterward. There's stuff left behind. My kids have so much wax in here, I have to perfect this. This little technique my wife's family uses because they have lots of earwax. Okay. Come, have a seat here. I'm going to show this to you. You're going to like this. Alright, so what you do is you first trust the person who's on.
Okay. Right. Okay, so let's finish blending this out. Looks like this needs to be blended up. You see that line? Then make it vanish now. Okay? See that line? Oh, it's up here. But you see, you gotta make it vanish. A lot of people forget about blending. Now you see this? Now this line is really gonna hit down here because we have this going this way, and then I have my regular skin color, and then we have this right here. It's like, what the F are we doing? Uh-oh, my sun is up. That means I probably won't be able to finish this video. And whatever is left over, you kind of just move it around. It's not much moving around because, as you can see, you can still see the light and the dark. Not much moving. Okay, got a little Got a little coverage. See, I don't want to put too much. I'm using whatever is left over just to go around it. Okay, you can see the color difference here and here. Popping, blend. Don't worry, we'll fix all of that. Let's blend it out. You need, ladies and gentlemen. And gentlemen, yes. It's how little makeup you need. You don't need much. Now, you want to go over the the eyelid. Because that will be the last part of your face that doesn't have the same color. Right? Still don't have the same color. This is very little makeup that I'm using. I'm just moving it around. So, you see my skin? Now, because it is a highlight that I'm moving around, of course, down here, we're not matching. Don't worry. Remember what I said? Okay, so we're going to go over it with the regular. I'm going to go over it with your color. So really, all you need is oh, that was too much. I hate when that happens. If I could suck it back in and pause. Okay. One more suck. Oh, one more suck. Wait. I'll let it go down.
Kelly is incredibly hardworking and she's dedicated to our girls.
There we go. So I got it back in there. Actually,
she's a coach, she's the athletic director. Anytime you ask anything,
one more.
call her. She's the first person up and she's ready to go and help anything for the girls.
Cool. So now we'll put this back on my skin. Okay. Sorry. Gotta suck that product right back up. So, now you look at your skin and you see it's dark, light, dark, dark. You have to dab a little bit, dab a little bit, and bring it around. You say this, I have eczema on my neck as well, so it's actually going to go lighter than what it's supposed to. You put a little of the natural color over your foundation, but this is only when you don't have anything on your hand, where you can literally, like, there's nothing there and you just wipe it because it feels cold. It's like you're not putting much product. That's the whole idea. But you don't want to look like crazy. Now if you notice, my neck is light and my chest is light. So is it really my face or is it just my neck? Because it's matching my, feel me? So we go in with Mineralize because it's a lighter color. Squirt.
A lot of people say don't become a physical education teacher because I was older and out of shape, and I never listened to that kind of stuff. It was my dreams, and my mother was there for me. But I started school, and unfortunately, a month in, she died unexpectedly, and I was gonna stop. I was gonna quit, but I realized that she inspired me to go.
You see, I'm putting more makeup on my neck than anything else. Now, one thing is, you have to make it look good. Now I gotta make it look good and natural without a powder. You know? I use translucent. Oh goodness. This is by ELF. One thing I will tell you about this powder from ELF, it sucks up everything. Do not put it on your eczema problem areas. So I will not be putting it here. I'll only be putting it up here, and that's fine because that's where most of the makeup is anyway. So I don't even want it to fall on my, because that's how much suction it has. But it will fall. and ruin my skin. So I don't even. As you see, once I put on that powder, everything looks right? We don't look yellow up here anymore, do we? We're on point. And let me show you what that was. That is, that's one thing, because I don't have the thing there, so when I open it, it just flies everywhere. Put a cotton ball there or something. But anyways, this is high definition powder by e.l.f., which I love, but I hate to love because I have eczema, so gotta keep it away from your eczema problem areas, or it will suck the life out of it. If you put medicine on your eczema, it's gonna suck that up. I'm telling you. So that is it. If you look, I still have a marker because I was moving around the foundation. Now I learned this from watching one of these videos, that you actually set your foundation and then you go back over it, or you set your whatever, you set everything. Well, let this girl do it. She was setting everything. She put on concealer, set that, put on her foundation on top of that, set that, then she go and put on the powder, set that. Like, girl, you're setting everything. But after you set, it's the best time to go back over it with the concealer. See, like I said, these are really problem areas. I probably should have used the e.l.f. to blotch it out, and you would have noticed it a little bit better. You would have seen that the coverage was superb. Now I'm adding a little bit more makeup than I like, but it's okay, I guess.
Research shows that if you sleep better, you will live better and longer. But finding the right mattress.
Anyway, now of course you can't really conceal a pimple. It's kind of hard, especially if you don't want to use too much makeup. It's like, okay, what is your struggle? Do you want a lot of makeup on your face, or do you want you know, a natural look? So that's about as good as it's gonna get with the book. And I have done it with that. You just powder it out. Now, let's just make ourselves look a little, add a little flavor, a little pizzazz. So,
dark chocolate gel, grapes and strawberries. You also have peanut butter on top of them, warm with that. They do this parfait. Heat it up a little bit. You don't just get a big apple. You're going to take the apple, you pop it in the microwave, wait 4 minutes, and it's done. So you go from that table to this table like that. If you make it easy from the right thing, you'll get this, for example, the great rules, the right thing you'll have to do. Whichever one you can take and take one shot.
okay.
Go to habit. Simple rules, done later. Probably the best example that is generating action stuff here. Because what she did for her is what she show like well. And directly to the things that can have actually help us automate production. I like this right. Yes, it's emotional for me just to watch this guy. Oh yeah. This, when they told me that I helped her, it was one of the best things a teacher can have. So, that's all teachers out there. This is actually what happens all the time. You get those here or not. You ask them to go to house. That's not there. Absolutely. I ask take it away.
So one of the meditation problems was that I needed to get my
It looks like it's missing a spot, but it's not. It's just the way the shine.
when I started this consultation,
Okay.
stopped waiting to
See if I move.
get
See how the thing moves.
for breakfast. I have a room
It's just where it's shiny.
and then for lunch I have
So it looks like it's not even, but it is.
before
I
dinner
think.
I have my visor room for lunch.
It's just not
Let me see. And I'm closer up. I kind of see.
you recognize it. I don't know how much. I recognize. In this case, this is ask me this way. If this is the reward you get back, or you want to watch me go, you take it over. Oh, absolutely. You follow this lesson correctly? Yes. Will you teach you? Absolutely. Let's go on to Dan. Dan's got a way to help you boost your energy. He said you got a little power beat.
See, maybe go up. I don't want to be up that far. But anyways, I'll have to go up a little bit here. I'm doing it in the camera. I'm not used to doing it in the camera. Especially this. Like, anyway. I didn't bring out any mascara. What's wrong with me? I need mascara. Oh, I think I have one of those mascara gel things I've never tried, and they dry up. So, won't ever be trying it. Alright. Now, I usually put a concealer on my lips. Now, I put a concealer. So when I put color, I want it to pop. And I put a concealer so that I really don't have to outline. Because my thing is when I want to do a nude lip and you outline it, it looks a bit much. This gives you a chance to have your color contour your lip. That's my whole thing. Natural, natural, natural. Let your own color your contour. So just press it around. So you know it's not going to move anymore. It's pretty much in the place it wants to be. So you kind of see a line. I'm not trying to like Kylie Jenner it, make my lips bigger, but I can show you guys how to do that. Watch my video. And I gotta show you guys how to hide edges. I'm sorry, like a hot mess in this video. But worked out today. Excuse me. Now this is like, it's just like a little shimmer pretty much. It's a nude color shimmer.
Don't miss JCPenney's house sale. Save big with 30 to 50% off select items. Plus, get an extra 20% off with your JCPenney credit card coupon. Save on sheets, towels, luggage, and more. JCPenney. When it fits, we do it.
Sometimes I do a little. Just where I wanted to show more definition.
I can't believe it's not butter. 100% taste, 0% artificial preservatives.
Each year, 17 million toilet paper tubes are used. Enough to fill the Empire State Building twice. Toss the tube for good with Scott Naturals Tube Free.
Okay. So first I'm not going to leave my lips this. I had to take the hair down so you guys. I'm sorry, my edges are still not done. So I just want to take this scarf off because my edges was killing me. So now I'm covering my problem area. Alright, so we did the concealer. Then we did a shimmer lip. We kind of just touched our already contoured lips with a little line. And now I have this make. What am I even talking about? Make. So I have
some insight, texture into these different stories.
I have MAC Kinda Sexy for a very sexy girl. And this is the pink. I love this color. Or we have Smoked Purple, which I love as well.
So it's nothing new, but I think what's different today is there's so many different ways to scratch that celebrity itch. Used to be you just had the magazines back in the Hollywood studio days. Now you've got television programs,
See, already it's starting to look a little,
So there's so
I hate
much
that.
information coming at people, and I think they like to feel in the know. And while I may not know the Jenners or the Kardashians, I I feel like I do because I see them so often in so many different venues.
In your living room.
Yeah.
Your phone everywhere.
Everywhere.
But the first story we talk about is a tragedy that's hit just about everybody. In hearing echo of her mother's death, Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina, was found face down and not breathing in her own bathtub 1 month ago. So the room this family has been
Hair looks so done.
That's pre-speculation. How is the family holding up? How do they deal with this kind of a
So I just took a little darker lipstick and put it there, just a little touch, and then I used my lighter. Went there. Now, because we're not done.
The family has specifically said, we don't want any information out. What we know is that she was found face down in a bathtub. What we know is that she's in a medically induced coma. What we confirmed is that they have tried to find her coma and it didn't go well. What we know is that they want us to pray for this young lady. And
oh my goodness. When you don't know where your lip gloss is?
So, she's been in a medically induced coma for over a month. What that basically means is you want to rest the brain and not stress it out and give medications that keep her out as though she's in a coma. Now, recently, doctors attempted to take her out of this coma, but she began to have seizures. And those seizures, of course, are dangerous to the brain. You don't want to stress the brain out any more than it already has been injured, so that has not worked. There's also been a report that a breathing tube was placed.
I'm sorry, I ran out of lip gloss. I'm lying, I didn't run out of lip gloss. I don't feel like running back in my room for lip gloss. So I used olive oil. I have olive oil on my lips anyway. So, if you want a natural girl look, but still want to look sexy, you got it right now. So I hope you enjoyed. Some of you guys loved it. I just showed you how to match your skin tone, cover those blemishes, avoid aggravating your eczema. I did a lot for you guys today. Now I gotta get back to freaking barbecuing. You see that bowl with that blue sauce? That's all my steak. That's about to go on the grill right now.